Much love to every subscriber tapping into our interviews. If you ain't tapping in, you tapping out. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell for post notification and hit all. Enjoy the clip, everyone. So, I asked about the overall, what's your overall goal? Because, I seen that at one point you was managing TG Crippy and Kenzo Balla.
Yeah.
Before we get into how things unfolded, let's talk about how did you even connect with them?
Honestly, through the music, but I wasn't really managing TG in a sense. I was really managing Kenzo, but TG is Kenzo brother, so you just group it together. I actually want to manage all of them. Like that was my whole like idea to like, yo, I gotta get all these young artists that I really believe in under one regime or one and we build like I can't say new Death Row because Death Row ain't really going nowhere.
Nah, I know what you mean. Build
but yeah,
powerhouse.
Yeah, I want my own powerhouse in a sense.
Yeah.
So that was my whole idea. But to go back to your question, how it came about. One day I was just after I was in the studio with them and I heard some music from them. I was like, yeah, it's time for me to take that next step that I know I want to be at when it comes to. I didn't know the managing game. Like I won't say like I knew anything to do with managing because I was still learning. It was like something I hopped into, not really knowing what to do as a manager. I thought basically I was being an A&R, trying to be a manager. I'm an A&R trying to be a manager, meaning like I wanted to find the music and help them with the next release and what I thought that the next route they should go with. But when a manager is really supposed to like really invest in his artists and things like that, if he wants to. Being that I wanted to become a manager, I just jumped into it without really knowing the job of a manager. It was basically like I was doing the A&R's job, saying that I was a manager, meaning I wanted to find the next song we roll out with, find the next videos, things like that of that nature, helping with an EP, choosing songs. That's the job of an A&R. It's not the job of a manager. But also the job of a manager doesn't mean I have to don't like put money into the artist when it comes to studio time for outfits and things like that. That's only if the manager wants to donate in that sense or invest in that sense. It's not an obligation.
Gotcha. When you started to manage them, like did y'all ever sit down like, okay, Kenzo, well, when you started to manage Kenzo, did he like say, hey, this is what I need from you, and you say, hey, this is what I could do for you, or
yeah, we never. I feel like we never had that conversation. Even though I wanted to have that conversation, I won't lie to you. I wanted to have that conversation because I knew it was a conversation to be had. Like I knew it was. I feel like I was mostly focused on the music in a sense too. Okay. So I feel like that's why I kind of got distracted. Other than
maybe that's what it is. It's like you said, you were really being an A&R.
No, trying to be a manager. Yeah.
Got you. All right. So I understand. What eventually happened to where you guys stopped working together?
I mean, the people kind of know what happened in the public and everything, but it was a couple behind the scene conversation that we had that we solved that and patched that up with. But I'm a channel that's I'm not into it with no one when it comes to the Bronx situation. Even though at the time I'm managing Kenzo, so you guys see where it's supposed to be loyalty there, but loyalty in a sense of when it comes to the street problems, I don't know about that one, because I'm not in a situation, so I'm mostly focused on the music in a sense. So I got invited to a studio session. I went to a certain studio session. You guys know about it.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna get there. But what I'm saying is more so like, did y'all stop working together as management? Y'all stopped before that, right? Like,
nah, we stopped then. That situation stopped it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. Yeah, explain it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was before. Wow.
Nah. I feel like it was the situation was blown out of proportion in a sense because they knew where I started out with, where I started. You know, I feel like it could have been handled way better than it got handled.
Yeah.
With the internet situation.
Yeah.
But
what in I guess it's like, and that's a question I have. It's like,
yeah.
I know. Is it hard to? Is it even possible for you to be loyal and be a manager? Like, is that even possible?
I feel like I could have done it because, you know what the loyalty stands is where you in a room with certain people, and they can't talk about the people that you're managing in front of them. You understand what I'm saying? So, where you could cut conversation short, or a person be like, yo, your artist is this and that, or your artist is this and that, and you're like, nah, my nigga, we ain't talking about that right now. We talking about you, like, or like, let's discuss this. You know, that's where loyalty lies, where you can't even speak about negative. You can't even speak negatively about the people that you in a sense they'll say you riding with, because people like to put this whole bias thing or bias conversation out there just because they'll say you chose a side when you're mostly focused on the business sense and growing something. So that was my main focus, where my loyalty lie, where I'm not letting certain things go down. You understand? Not where I'm trying to be involved with, you know, certain politics.
Got you. Do you feel like they had a reason to be upset with you over that incident?
Yes and no.
Why yes, why no?
Because the picture got taken.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Go ahead.
Yeah, when the picture came out, it's not like I called them before the picture got thrown up, in a sense too. Like, I feel like if I would have did that, and they didn't know about the situation with me and you know, something meeting up. Yeah. Like, so if everything got spoken about at first and whatever, then, and they still did that, then I'd be like, it's just flat out, I'm not rocking with what they did. But yeah.
Got you.
And they still young too, so they handle things different. You know, like, but you know, when you mature, like, or you older, I would say, you know, certain things might not get taken a certain way, because a nigga be like, oh, nah, he's just doing what he doing. He doing something for music, or you doing something musically. But when it's and a certain situations happen that involves, you know, it's you know what it is. It's a lot of behind the scene things that done happen in the streets and everything.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Do you feel like a manager can have guys from two different sides and still?
Yeah, I didn't seen it done before. We really didn't seen it done before with Vok. You know, he got that's
Vok is he managing or A&R?
He's managing and A&R.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. You know, a lot of people with that picture, I guess it rubbed people wrong because they was just like, yo, what was he doing with him?
Yeah. So they just want to know, like, what was going on.
And I guess you never really spoke about it publicly.
Yeah.
So do you mind telling the people, like, why you with him, or?
Nah, to be honest, it was supposed to be a situation where we work on something together that didn't get done. And I'll say that.
Got you. So it wasn't just like...
Nah, it was just not. I was just there to take a picture with him and just be happy to see him.
A lot of people was just making it seem like, yeah.
Nah, but here, you know, we can't really discuss that because it's very, you know.
I got you. Bet.